Greetings my guardians, Viking Gamer here, and this is part 12 of my single-player Doomstack versus multiplayer series. Now, today we're playing as Chaos, particularly as Kolek Sun Eater, and we're doing a Shaggoths Doomstacks. So we have 7 of them and Kolek himself, so 8. My opponent, again knowing full well I was gonna cheese, he tried to do a little cheese of his own, see what happens. So he tried to bring a lot of little necrosphinxes who are anti-large, and 3 bone giants to basically just shoot at me from the distance, and he had a Kalida. So thing is, the battle was it was 8 versus 9, so it was quite funny. Obviously, I'm not sure how often you would encounter this in a multiplayer setting, but then again, you never know. So he really tried to use his anti-large thing against large units, and it did pretty well to begin with. Kolek is doing a decent amount of damage. I don't really see I need to. Let's just do a cinematic mode. Basically, it's just 2 lines of big fuckers smashing the shit out of each other with what is that? With like blades and axes and hammers. That's just Kolek though. And seeing who does the most damage. Now he's trying to do some damage with the bone giants. Well, actually, as giants go, they're like the best ones because they can shoot. Obviously, they do low damage because their rate of fire is pretty low. There you go. So decent damage there on Kolek. Okay. Yeah, most of his thing is, because I had more of them, I was able to mostly 2 or 3v1 of them. I go in here, he has 2v1, no 2v2, oh 3 2v2, but then there's 3 actually hammer into them. They go, these 2 necrosis are down now. I'm sending these 2 guys to kill the giants, well, to target one of the giants, to stop them from shooting to Kolek. In here it's 2v1. I think I get a 3rd one in. That's more than enough, and then I just go and target the giants again. And one of my Shaggoths runs away. Oh, he got broken. But the rest of these, yeah, I really don't understand how the necrosphinxes, which are constructs, are bleeding, but okay. Should put like a motor oil or some shit there instead. One Shaggoth dead. Oh. What do they look like when they die? Never saw that before. Oh. Cool. I never really paid attention to it, I guess. So there you go. One of mine down, and 5 of his. There you go. So now I go and I have them finish up the giants one by one. The leader, she can't really do much to me at this point, so I didn't really pay attention to her. Well, let's just look at this, finish it off. I might have I could have probably stopped him from shooting. Could have brought one of the Shaggoths to get in there to tie him down whilst I dealt with these 2. But honestly, at that point, I knew there was nothing he could have done. So I don't really bother that much. Stick them out one by one. There you go. Now I send one in. Oh, you just punched him in the dick. Did you see that? Wow. Talk about a low blow, jeez. Although I suppose the dick would be like there, rather than there. You know what, I don't really want to think about that. If Shaggoths have them, because if they do, it's gonna be fucking massive. Do they get spawned like, okay, how do they get spawned? Like, is it just, do they have to have an actual biological thing, or is it just through a warp spaghetti, or how does it work? If anyone knows, let me know in the comment section. It should be an interesting conversation. Hopefully it won't get banned by YouTube. for a community guideline or some shit. And the last one. And he's gone. Alright, done. Okay, off to the next one. Alright, so the next one, change the map a little bit finally. Same setup, 7 Shaggoths and a Coleg. My opponent this time is playing as High Elves, so he's got 3 Illyrian Reavers here, straight from the from the top, hidden. He's got a couple of Shadow Warriors. Yeah, and then a lot of spears. Again, he knew I was gonna cheese, and I suspect he knew it was gonna be, as who are you gonna choose as Chaos, right? You're gonna bring Shaggoths. So I suspect he knew what I was gonna bring, so he prepared accordingly. So he's got 2 bolt throwers. I had them quite, far apart, so that they wouldn't get tied down all at once, which is pretty smart. Again, there's not much I can do in here. I mean, this time I learned from the Warhammer series or whatever. I went straight through trying to target his sisters and the eagle ball throwers to make sure they can't shoot at me as often. But then look at this, he's got three Shadow Warriors, no archers in here. Just well, that's quite a low rate of fire, to be honest. Fuck yeah. Okay, that was a cloud. But yeah, anyway, it's again, I try and toss them around, but because he's got so many ranged, he's able to just place them in different places separately, and that way he can shoot at me from all angles. Not much to see here. I try and chase this. Oh, actually no, I go back. I thought I did. Try and finish off these guys. Who does he have? I think, yeah, he's got an Aleph, and I know him full well. I was, he wasn't on any range, so he got him. Scary one. It's a really good spell for a single player to win. Like you just spawn him in front of all of your units. The AI just goes at him with everything, and then you shoot the shit out of the rest of the sisters. Or if you play as him with the Shadow Warriors or whatever they're called, Shadow Walkers thing, I don't know. Yeah, Shadow Walkers. And yeah, pretty efficient. But again, against a human player, it's not going to be that efficient. Oh, he's got a Death Mage, which I didn't even know at the time. Yeah, he's casting spells at them. Make sure they shatter. What is this? Yeah, damage sustained. Artillery flanks. There he goes. His leadership is completely gone. Okay, still, see, he is able to do it from, like, he's spreading them around, getting shot from the flanks. My Shaggoth in the back is getting chased by, what is it, by the Reavers. They would never stand a chance in 1v1, but because he's already broken, by constantly nipping at him, they are basically going to escort him from the battlefield, and he's going a bit of a strange line, but it buys me more time, I guess. Yeah, and he's gone, and now he can come back. Basically escorted a huge chunk of my balance of power off the battlefield. Even Coleg breaks. He comes back, of course, but it's a little bit too late. Finish one of his Reavers, then go and wreck the second one. But bulk of his spears, aka anti-large, is coming against Coleg. Try and do the most I can, because obviously he's a beast. But there's only so much he can do. So one wind of death in here, something, a bit fucked. But unfortunately, you do not have that. Yes, chaos. Oh, that was a decent. Look at that. How many of them? Jeez. Anyway, these two guys, again, they're getting shot shit from all angles. This guy's finished. What about these? Yeah, I've had these two guys to join the fray. I just missed the lighting there. Try and do, you know, I knew I was gonna lose at this point, but I just tried to do as much damage as possible. Take out some of these spears. One of them just broke. Yeah, I think that's it. There they go. There's these two guys still here, but they're doing all right. You know, it's just, what is it, a spear unit? I know that. Yeah, it's a spearman. But see, there's one. Oh, this one's broken, but 3, 4 units that are just shooting at. Oh, this guy's out of ammo. Just shooting at me from the distance, and the handmaiden, whilst he just pins it down with just one unit. Or like he just sends this like Eager Botho, which is at this point is completely worthless. Just to die, just slow me down. He brings the rest of the spears in to them, you know, to be able to still shoot. Kolik broke again. He comes back one more time. So does this guy. But at that point, you know, he was able to pull out 2 spears, bring them in there to slow down the other one, like I mentioned earlier. And now we're 3 down. What was it? 8 versus 1500. It's nearly 200 to 1. Anyway, I just broke straight away. With him, loads of units to spare. So a verdict. I mean, obviously you're not gonna counter the whole necrophix spam that much, but Shaggoths can be efficient even in multiplayer when used well. It's gonna be highly dependent on when your opponent's gonna bring, of course, just like anything else. But yeah, they can work. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more. I hope you enjoyed it. Next time we will be playing as dwarves, and we will be doing an Ironbreaker spam. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you next time.